Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, welcome. Good to be with you today. Just walking through a neighborhood here, and it's a beautiful fall morning here in New Jersey. Man, I think it's about 50 degrees and just gorgeous. So I was just listening to a devotion, and it was based on the book of Mark, chapter 5. And there's this story about this guy named Jairus. And he comes to Jesus and says, "My little daughter is dying or has died." And he says, "Would you come and put your hands on her so that she can be healed?" Now, first of all, we're talking about faith. And second of all, we're talking about belief. Hey, just a quick introduction. My name is Dave. I'm a worship leader and recording artist and an author based in New Jersey. And every morning, well, we try to launch these every Saturday morning. I miss a few weeks here and there, but you know, life gets busy. But we try to get these devotions out every week so that we can have a practical way of just interpreting a Bible event or a verse or a story, and just how does it work in our lives. So welcome if this is your first time joining in. So Jairus says to Jesus, "Hey, would you come with me?" And so Jesus says, "Let's go." And so they get to Jairus' house, and they're crying, and there's sadness, and Jesus heals the little girl. And you know, we've seen this before. We talked about a little while ago about Lazarus, raising Lazarus from the dead. So Jesus is in the business of miracles and doing this. And one part that just kind of stuck out to me in this passage from Mark 5. If you haven't read this, go and read it. Just read the whole chapter. But Jesus says, "Don't be afraid, just believe." And the devotion that I was listening to said, hey, let's take a minute and let's just kind of meditate on that passage. Don't be afraid, just believe. So I'm thinking about that passage, thinking about what it means and how deeply the truths inside that passage need to kind of get into our soul and into our heart and into our very being. Don't be afraid, just believe. There's faith in there, there's trust, and there's surrender. All the things that we talk about a lot. And we have many devotions that talk about faith and trust and surrender. Video devotions, written devotions. We've had Bible studies on faith and trust and surrender. You guys are probably tired of me talking about faith and trust and surrender, but I've found that over the years, even though I fight the surrender part, and I sometimes fight the trust part, and sometimes the faith part is really hard. At the end of the day, I know that this is the best thing that I can do. This is the best way to believe as I walk with Jesus every single day. And it is hard, and I get frustrated. And there are days where I just shake my head. But this little 5-word sentence of Jesus, "Don't be afraid, just believe." Boy, it's absolutely incredible. And of course, he raises the girl from the dead, and everybody's happy. But the thought of Jesus just saying this and just leading this family into this thought process, don't be afraid, just believe. You know, it makes me hearken back to God works all things together for our good. Even though we sometimes get so frustrated with it. And sometimes we just don't believe, frankly, right? You ever been in a place where you don't believe? Just let me know in the comments so that I know I'm not alone. But we have a hard time believing. We have a hard time with our faith. We have a hard time with surrender. I was talking about this the other day at a show, and how surrender is so difficult because our egos get in the way. We've certainly talked about this before as well, but it deserves a reminder. We need to be reminded again of the fact that we have trouble surrendering because our egos say we don't need to surrender. And Jesus, in this little 5-word sentence, don't be afraid, just believe, just knocks all of that down. And he just says, believe in me. Believe in me for what? Right? What are we going to believe in Jesus for? I can't answer that question for you. Believe in him for hope. Believe in him for faith. Believe in him for strength. Believe in him for peace in our lives. Believe in him for the Spirit, right? I was doing a little study yesterday on the Holy Spirit, and we were talking about how God sent the Spirit because Jesus wanted us to have the Spirit. I mean, just incredible. So belief in him for the Spirit of God in us. Belief in peace. Belief in hope. Belief in strength. Belief that, belief in healing. Both physical, mental, psychological, right? Belief in, physical healing. And yet we falter at this all the time because we see over and over again that sometimes it doesn't work. And that's our humanness saying it's not working, right? Because God's will is good and perfect. His plan is perfect. And do we like the plan? No, we do not like the plan. We ache against the plan sometimes. The plan just doesn't work in our hearts and in our lives. And yet this idea, don't be afraid, just believe. Oh, man. It's hard to swallow sometimes. It's hard to take in. It's hard to just say, okay, I'm going to believe. I'm going to believe. And yet the end of this devotion, after going through this story, after talking about Jesus, his 5-word sentence, don't be afraid, just believe. After talking about all that, the point of the devotion was, now let's take a minute and let's just meditate on this. Don't be afraid, just believe. So I'm going to actually encourage you to do that right here, right now. I'm going to put about 30 seconds of video here, and maybe just close your eyes. If you're driving, do not close your eyes, but just take a minute and just let God speak as you say the words of Jesus that he spoke to us, to them. Don't be afraid. Just believe. And I don't know what you're believing for today. Could be physical healing, could be financial peace, could be psychological, could be for your kids, could be for your parents. The beauty of what Jesus left for us, the Spirit in us, the Comforter, the Provider, the Healer, right? We have this Spirit of God in us. And man, so many times we forget. So many times we ignore. So many times we just let it fall to the wayside. And yet God is saying, believe. Believe in me, believe in Jesus, believe in the Holy Spirit in you. And so today, that's the lesson. Don't be afraid. Just believe. Let God in to whatever it is you're going through today. Man, we need him every day. And so spend time in prayer, spend time in the Bible, spend time meditating on little passages in the Bible, spend time in meditating on the Psalms, meditating on Proverbs, meditating on the stories of Jesus. I fail at this every day, and yet I fight for the time to do it. And so I just ask God, please give me a minute, give me 10 minutes where my mind can just settle, slow down, where I can just let you in. And so that's what I pray for you today. Don't be afraid, just believe. Let God in, let God into it all. Sound good? Sounds good to me. Okay, join us. We've got this awesome community and this place where you can go and just spend some time with God, uninterrupted, distraction-free. We call it the worship room, and we want you to be a part of it. You can join us. Just go to jointheworshiproom.com, get involved. We've got over 3,000 devotions, 300 video devotions. We've got worship videos in there. It's just a place where you can connect with other people on the same journey and connect with people that are praying for and with you, and it's just awesome. So just go to jointheworshiproom.com, get involved there. It's daily worship, real community, and hope for the world. Every membership and every member that joins, the first 25% of your membership goes straight to helping us sponsor a child. We're giving kids food, clothing, clean water, and health care all around the world. And we want you to be a part of that. So join us. Head over to jointheworshiproom.com, get involved. And today, let's try to focus in on the words of Jesus, where he says, don't be afraid, just believe. Okay? Thanks for being here. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.